Dobrodošli u epizodu 10 o igri Mass Effect 1. Eto, snimam od tu gdje smo stali, jel? Tu gdje smo stali, pa snimam samo dalje. Jer eto, trenutno mi se igra Mass Effect 1, pa eto, zašto ne, odmah nastaviti dalje snimanje, još ne znam, 50-60 minuta posvetiti Mass Effectu, ja se barem nadam, jer neću stvarno praviti preduge, preko sata, ali eto, nekad se zalami, pa onda budu preko sat vremena, ali da, tak je to, ne možemo baš biti točni, da bude 50:00 minuta ili 60:00 minuta. A u ovoj epizodi ćemo se, nadam se, posvetiti Liarom Tsoni. Idemo kod nje tamo, ona je zapela u rudniku i onda idemo po nju, osloboditi ju i regrutirati u tim. Pa da, i opet ću staviti katove kada dođe do takvog nekih dosadnih dijelova, da se to ne gleda. Kao eto sad, mali kat pa dok ne dođem do Normandije. Ajmo vidjeti da li možemo ponovno popričati sa Ashley, zato što sam naprasno prekinuo, pa čisto da vidim mogu li nastaviti razgovor s njom.
Do you have a few minutes to talk one-on-one?
Sure.
Ja, očito možemo. Eto, super.
We saw Caden in a newspaper about the Normandy. He's cute. Later, sis. Let's pretend this never happened.
Too late.
Damage is done, Williams.
Shoot me now.
Propast kroz
One of
zemlju.
my sisters. That's Sarah.
Samo budi iskrena, samo pričaj. Nećemo te progutat ili krivo gledat.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
Did your father serve with the fleet?
Yeah, took any crap posting he could get that offered space time. You know what? He worked his ass off trying to get recognized, but he never made it above serviceman 3rd class. He was real proud when I met Chief. First thing he did was salute.
What about your mother? You haven't mentioned her.
You must know what military wives are like. Strong because they have to be, able to raise kids while Dad's away on a 6-month cruise. She has a degree in planetary geology. She and Dad both wanted to see new worlds. She gave up her career to raise us, though.
You have more than one sister? Sounds like a big family.
Yeah, I'm the oldest, then Abby, then Lynn. Sarah's the youngest. She's still in high school. With 4 girls, Dad used to say he felt more outnumbered at home than on maneuvers.
Where did you grow up?
All over. We transferred a half a dozen times before I finished grade school. You go where personnel command sends you, right? I guess that's why I'm so tight with my sisters. We'd have to leave all our friends every 2 or 3 years.
After helping raise them, your sisters still talk to you? Amazing.
Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
Sounds like a story. Feel like sharing?
Sarah got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did, Mike. I didn't think he was a bad kid, just pushy. Lynn would send me these worried vid mails, and I'd tell her to relax.
Where were you when this was going on?
I was on active duty. Sarah's graduating high school this year. This was only a couple years back. They were on Amaterasu. At the time, I was assigned to Chernobog. Same cluster, but a dozen Hellwire away. Close enough to talk regularly, too far to make it back in an emergency. I couldn't afford a fast packet flight.
If he really liked her, he wouldn't be pushy.
Yeah, of course. If he didn't ask at all, I'd wonder if he thought Sarah was ugly. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Mike thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods, because he figured it was past time they did the deed. She levered Mike face first into a tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her. Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of self-defense. I took emergency leave and walked Sarah to school for a few days.
Why didn't you tell the police?
She said it wouldn't solve the real problem, and she and Mike would both become household names. It was a small colony. I said it was her call to make, that we should let her do it her way. Mom was pretty pissed about that.
You said all of your sisters learned self-defense?
Lynn did pistol practice, but didn't like it. She's kind of nervous. Sarah took Aikido. Abby decided to learn the sword. She always was a little weird. Likes big skirts and tops you have to tie her into. They do great things to her figure, though.
What about you?
So, what did you learn?
One of Dad's friends taught me Marine hand to hand.
You said all of your sisters learned self-defense?
To smo ponovo. To smo prošli.
You traveled all the way home to walk your sister to school.
It was only a dozen light years, like a day's cruise. It's not like I was going to Earth or something. My last day out, Mike was waiting for us. Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school knew what he did. He wasn't happy. I wanted to snap him in half, but Sarah gave me this look, this let me handle it, I need to do this alone look. She kept her cool, God bless her, as he screamed in her face. She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her. I swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
That's unbelievable. Sarah must be as good as you.
Better. I'm more or less a straight-up puncher. When he swung, she wasn't there anymore, and he fell. She helped him stop the bleeding and had me call an ambulance. She told the paramedics he fell. Before they took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was gonna end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying. And she hugged him. The Williams women are a decisive bunch, Commander. When we're ready. Not before, not after.
Interesting story.
But you didn't mention your father at all. Was he on deployment?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I've enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known, cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
Never thought I'd hear you reciting poetry.
Just because I can drill you between the eyes at 100 meters doesn't mean I can't like sensitive stuff. Just don't spread it around. Ulysses was my dad.
Nema frke.
Every time he shipped out,
Nećemo pričati okolo.
He had a dozen versions when he retired.
Does he still like it?
I sure hope so. I read it to his grave every time I go home. Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably still watching, though.
You mean from wherever we go after death?
Dead on, Skipper. He's with God now. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
You know that old saw, there's never an atheist in a foxhole? I've been in a lot of foxholes.
Yeah, I guess you have. I've met a few people who were really weirded out by my faith. Because I work in space, I can't believe in a higher power? Jeez. Hello, have you people looked out the window? How can you look at this galaxy and not believe in something? I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
Ma, nema frke.
Dismissed, Chief.
To je to. Idemo dalje na misiju. Vidimo se kasnije. Jer da popričat ćemo mi s njom još. Ajde. Eto ga. Jer eto da, ići ćemo do kraja sa Ashley. Pa da. Eto, moram odabrati jedan romantičan lik i eto, to će biti Ashley.
Message coming in.
Ajme, meni pa ne opet side mission.
Commander, Miss Al-Jalani's story on you just aired. She shouldn't have ambushed you like that, but you handled it pretty well.
We had differences of opinion, sir. I hope she at least believed my sincerity.
You handled yourself pretty well, Commander. She came across like a raving idiot. Just wanted to let you know what the response was back home. I won't keep you any longer. Fifth Fleet out.
Eto ga da, to je to od Hacketa. Admiral Hackett. Edo, idemo po Liaru. Liara's dig site, Artemis Tau.
Message for you, Commander. Just came in over a secure
Ajme,
channel.
meni. Opet.
Shepard, this is Admiral Kahoku. I found out who set that trap for my men. The ones killed by the Thresher Moor. Damn, I hope you get this message. It was a group called Cerberus.
Da.
An Alliance Black Ops organization. Top secret, highest level security clearance. They vanished a few months ago. Dropped right off the grid. Nobody knew where they went or what they were up to. They've gone completely rogue, Shepard. They're conducting illegal genetic experiments, trying to create some kind of super soldier. I don't have any proof, but I found the coordinates for one of their research worlds. I'm uploading them with this message. They're completely out of control. Somebody needs to stop them. I've done my part. Now it's up to you. This is probably the last you'll hear from me. Cerberus is after me now. I need to disappear before they find me.
Da, ali nećeš uspjeti. Da. Eto ga, idemo na Terum. Isto sa Tali i... sa Rexom. Eto ga.
Commander, I'm picking up some strange readings. Really strange, like off the damn charts. It looks like it's coming from an underground complex a few clicks away from the drop zone.
Da, eto ga, sletili smo i idemo konačno u akciju. I da, ovo je lava. More lave. Da, mislim da ću i ovo skratiti isto čisto da se ne gleda taj put, jer eto, samo se vozi i ništa se ne događa. Eto ga, dolaze getovi. Da. Ajde, nešto ne ga pogodi. Eto ga, čovječe, 4 puta je trebalo. Get a armature. Da, trebao sam bliže biti, najvjerojatnije. Eto ga, to je to. To je to, idemo ga pregaziti.
Only a fool punches a Nathak in the mouth. We should sneak around and pull its tail.
Da, Rex i njegove izjave. Ajde. Nije dobro. Ajme, meni. Da, to sam namjerno napravio. Trik. Neka me pogodi. Eto ga. I još ovu tu. Eto ga. Je li to to? A trebalo bi biti. Trebalo bi biti. Idemo tu. Ne tu. Da, tu treba ići. To je pored. I tu imamo naravno neprijatelje. To jest ove turete isto. Get heavy turret. Ajme, meni, tek se sad odlučio pucat. Dobro, i još ove tu... Ajme, meni, daj se smiri malo. Eto ga. Još ove tu. Da, vidio sam te. Evo ga. Eto ga. I još ovoga tu. Jer sad ovi su unutra. Da. Ovi su tu. Taj jedan smrad. Dobro, pa nije snajper. Eto ga. Eto ga. Dobili smo lijepe stvari. Tako. To je otključano. Sad je li to za nastavak? A trebalo bi biti. Jer mogu i ono tamo otvoriti. A je, da. A ništa, idemo dalje. I eto, novi neprijatelji. Armature. Ali da, vrlo jednostavno ih je riješiti ovako. Level up, super. To ćemo kasnije. To ćemo malo kasnije. Kaga je to fulalo, bože. Eto ga. Ja mogu i samo proći, ne moram se uopće bakčati s njima, ali eto. Čisto radi XP-a da dobijemo nešto. Eto ga, jedan. Eto ga i drugi. Da, imamo i tu neprijatelje. Ali koji su, eto. Eto ga, kolosus. Ajde više padni. Eto ga. 315 XP-a. Trebao bi ja stati i popraviti se. I novi neprijatelji. Tu jedan i drugi. Eto ga. 870 XP-a. Novčića. Za jednog lika. Predobro. Predobro. A dobro, ajde. Regenerira se samo. Da. I došli smo do kraja puta. Sad tu moramo ići pješke. Ali ne. Idemo mi pogledati što smo dobili sve. 2-3 isomiki. Ali accuracy. Užasan. Da, nema niš pametno. Eto tebi to. 2, 3, 4. Tako. Tali. Da, za tali nema ništa, ali tako, da. Da, eto onda će Rex dobiti ovaj shotgun. Tako. Pa može. Čiji sada ova meta ima manji preciznost, accuracy. Da, pištolj nema ništa novog. Snajper. Isto ništa Eto ga, tebi snajper. Da, tu nema niš pametno, tu. A može, eto ga. To je to, da, to je to. Da, nema ni za krogana ništa. Armor. Ček, nismo stavili Rexu. Eto. Eto ga. I snimiti, naravno. Da, treba sam i ovo tu. A dobro, ajde. Eto ga. 410 health. Warp. Auto. Eto ga. Tali. Elektronika i armor. Da, to je to. Idemo dalje. I da, tu će biti getovi. O, da. Kao što rekao. Evo ga, dobro je. Da, imamo još jednoga gore. Idemo tu. Idemo tu. Dobre, get trooper. Sad dolazimo do problematičnog dijela. Ajmo snimiti. To je malo varanje, ali bože moj, kad već možemo snimiti, zašto ne? Zato što tu imamo snajper. To uopće nije dobro. Evo ga, jedan manje. Nije dobro, nije dobro. Dobro. Čovječe, pa budi iza. Dobro, pa mene nitko ne gađa. Evo ga. Ajmo snajper. Ajmo pričekati Unity i onda ću ponovo ići dalje. Eto ga, idemo dalje, što brže. Da ovaj snajper nas ne pogodi. Eno ga gore. Evo ga, gotov je, to je to. Dobro, idemo dalje. Da, tu je. Da, ova puška je puno bolja nego ova prošla. Definitivno bolja. Ona je baš smećasta, što je. Idemo tu. Ti se tamo sakrivaš. Rocket šupr, evo ga. Muerto, mrtav. To je to, aj bok. Mrtav si, obriši se. I da, tu ćemo imati armature, ako se ne varam. Ili Kolosus. Kolosus, o da. Trebamo ove uništiti. Ajde. Pa ništa ga nije pogodio, pa ne mogu vjerovati. Ha, hekt. Jel to to? Trebalo bi biti. Dakle, ovo je armatura. Evo ga, snajper. Da, ovo mic po micira, doslovno mic po mic. Ali dobro, eto, samo taktično i to je to. Riješit ćemo ga. Samo da me ne pogodi s tom zrakom. Jer onda sam ja gotov. Mislim da je dovoljna jedan put i da je to to. Evo ga. 400 XP-a. Idemo tu. U taj je rudnik. Eto ga. Unutra smo. Saving. Super. Hvala, igro. Barem ne moram ja. Da, mislim da bi trebali tu doći. Valjda. Da. Eto ga. 38.500. Točno. XP-a. 552. Da, tu je smrad negdje. Da, ide gore. Da, evo, puno lakše ubijati getove sa puno boljom puškom. A ništa čudno, puno bolja puška, logično. I da, liftom dolje i Liara je tamo dolje negdje. Ajde ga. Odmetnutog Rex. Talizora. Eto ga, stigli smo na odredište. Za svaki slučaj. Hekt. Ajde više, padnite. Eto ga, ta 3, to je to. Takvi su, takvi su. Da, i ova epizoda će ići skroz do kraja, neće biti prekidanja u pola misije. Nego da, pokrit ćemo sve. Sve što se tiče Liare. Eto je. Liara Tesoni.
Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help.
Are you okay? What happened to you?
Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, all right?
Your mother is working with Sarena. Whose side are you on?
What? I am not on anybody's side. I may be Benezia's daughter, but I'm nothing like her. I have not spoken to her in years. Please, just get me out of here.
How'd you end up in there?
I was exploring the ruins when the Geth showed up, so I hid in here. Can you believe that? Geth beyond the veil! I activated the tower's defenses. I knew the barrier curtains would keep them out. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please!
We'll find some way to help you.
There is a control in here that should deactivate this thing. You'll have to find some way past the barrier curtain. That's the tricky part. The defenses cannot be shut off from the outside. I don't know how you'll get in here.
Pronaćemo način, nije uopće problem.
They have been trying different ways to get past the barrier.
Da. Tu moramo ići dolje. Kod ove bušilice, šta god to bilo. Ajde, dođite bliže. Snajper ludi. Eto ga. I novi level up. Gdje ste smradovjeni? Tu negdje. Eto ga, to je to. Da, nije. Snajper, pa normalno. Evo ga, gotov je. Ima li tu šta za pokupit? Da, ima. O, ima. Eto ga. Da, morat ćemo se riješiti nekih stvari. Dolazimo do limita. Ajde, još ovo. Gle. Eto ga. 139. Da, morat ću se definitivno riješiti nekih stvari. Dobro, ajde. I otiću u trgovinu. Kod onog prodavača. U stvari ne, ko zna, može i odem i na Citadel. Ne. Tako. Tako, ne. Zadnju fulo. Eto ga, malo problemčića, ali eto, to je to. I dobili smo prolaz. Da, čudno, da tak jedan kružna zraka ovako čudno napravi. Pa da. Mogle barem biti nešto pravilnog oblika, ali dobro, ajde. Open. Eto nas kod Liare.
Oh, how did you get in here? I didn't think there was any way past the barrier.
We have to get you out of here before more Geth arrive.
Yes, you're right. I've seen enough of them to last a lifetime. That button should shut down my containment field.
Any idea how we get out of this place?
There is an elevator back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator. It should take us out of here. Come on! I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Seren's looking for the conduit. You're a Prothean expert. He probably wants you to help him find it.
The conduit? But I don't know...
I da, eto problemi, dolaze.
What the hell was that?
Ništa ozbiljno.
These ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event. We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
On the double, mister.
ETA 8 minutes.
He needs to move faster.
If I die in here, I'll...
If I die here, I'll kill him. Da, ako umrem ovdje, ubit ću ga. Pa da, logično. Da, jer je na nekom drugom svijetu. Da, sad ćemo imati problemčiće tu. Da, eto, smradovi jedni. Getovski. I kroganovski.
Surrender. You don't. That would be more fun.
Nema predaje.
In case you didn't notice, this place is falling apart.
Exhilarating, isn't it? Thanks for getting rid of those energy fields for us. Hand the doctor over.
Whatever it is you want, you are not getting it from me.
She'll stay with us, thanks.
Thanks.
Not an option. Saren wants her, and he always gets what he wants. Kill them. Spare the Asari if you can.
If you can, if not, doesn't matter. Da, moramo se sakriti jer je ovaj opasan. Ajde, moramo ubiti getove. Tali! Eto ga. Mi idemo krug napraviti opet. Jer treba biti oprezan. Eto, fatigue. Ide u 3. I vrati se u 4. Eto ga. Ne mogu vjerovati da mi je 100 godina trebalo da ubijem njega. I da sam 2 puta umro zbog tog lika. Bože. Eto ga. Ne mogu vjerovati. Na kakvoj gluposti umro. Ej, dobro. Eto ga, uspjeli smo pobjeći. Iz rudnika koji se urušavao. Pa da. I sad još malo popričati sa Liarom i to je to.
10 more seconds we would have been swimming in molten sulfur. The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
We almost died out there, and your pilot is making jokes?
Joker pulled our asses out of there. I think he's earned the right to a few bad jokes.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander. But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there, and not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
How old are you exactly?
I hate to admit it, but I am only 106.
Damn! I hope I look that good when I'm your age.
A century may seem like a long time to a short-lived species like yours. But among the Asari, I am barely considered more than a child. That is why my research has not received the attention it deserves. Because of my youth, other Asari scholars tend to dismiss my theories on what happened to the Protheans.
I've got my own theory on why the Protheans disappeared.
With all due respect, Commander, I have heard every theory out there. The problem is finding evidence to support them. The Protheans left remarkably little behind. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
Where'd you come up with this theory? I thought there wasn't any evidence.
I have been working on this for 50 years. I have tracked down every scrap and shred of evidence. Eventually, subtle patterns start to emerge, patterns that hint at the truth. It is difficult to explain to someone else. I cannot point to one specific thing to prove my case. It is more a feeling derived from a half-century of dedicated research. But I know I'm right. And eventually I will be able to prove it. There were other civilizations before the Protheans. This cycle has repeated itself many times over.
If the Protheans weren't the first, then who was?
I don't know. There is barely any evidence on the Protheans, even less on those who came before them. I cannot prove my theory, but I know I am right. The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
They were wiped out by a race of sentient machines. The Reapers.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of... How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
A beacon? Yes, that makes sense. But the beacons were not programmed to interact with human physiology. I am surprised you were able to make any sense of it at all.
It's just a bunch of random images, even after I got the cipher.
The cipher?
Some Asari mumbo-jumbo. Supposed to help the commander think like a Prothean. I don't know if it worked, though.
The cipher altered my perception of the visions, but it's subtle. I still can't make sense of what I'm seeing.
And this was something another Asari did to you? Commander, with your permission, I would like to try something. You were touched by the beacon. The visions are locked away inside your mind. One of my people gave you a deeper understanding of the visions, but you still cannot put all the pieces of the puzzle together. I might be able to help you.
Može.
I'll do
Idemo
whatever it
pokušati.
takes to stop Sarena.
Like the Asari who gave you the cipher, I can join my consciousness to yours. Maybe my knowledge of the Protheans will help clarify your vision.
It's worth a shot.
Relax, Commander. Embrace eternity. That was incredible. All this time, all my research, yet I never dreamed. I am sorry. The images were so vivid. I never imagined the experience would be so intense. You are remarkably strong-willed, Commander. What you have been through, what you have seen, would have destroyed a lesser mind.
Come on, get to the point. What'd you see?
The beacon on Eden Prime must have been badly damaged. Large parts of the vision are missing. The data transferred into the Commander's mind is incomplete.
You sure you didn't come across any kind of clue or hint? Something we might have missed?
Everything I saw you already know. You were right about the Reapers. The Protheans were destroyed by a race of sentient machines. I think it is obvious there is a connection between the Reapers, the Prothean extinction, and the conduit, but I did not see anything that would help us find it.
What's our next move?
Saren knew you were touched by the beacon on Eden Prime. He probably came after me because he feared I could help you understand it. I was able to interpret the data relayed through your vision, what was there at least, find the missing portion, and I am confident I can put all the pieces together.
Good to have you on the team, Liara.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful.
Whoa.
Oh, I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate or slept? Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
Čakvaš.
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Protheans' true fate. I need some time to process all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to think things over. Are we finished here, Commander?
We can talk again after you've seen the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are filed,
Dismissed.
Commander.
Ne
Want me
može,
to
ajde.
patch you through to the council?
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
We've received your report, Commander. I understand Dr. Tassoni is on the north.
I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
Liara's on our side. The Geth were trying to kill her.
Benezia would never allow Saren to kill her daughter.
Maybe she doesn't know.
Or maybe we don't know her. We never expected she could become a traitor.
At least the mission was a success.
Apart from the utter destruction of a major Prothean ruin. Was that really necessary, Shepherd?
Rad ovo tu, disconnect.
The Geth were crawling all over those ruins. We were lucky to make it out alive.
Joj, ti turijanac.
The mission must always take priority.
Good luck, Commander. Remember, we are all counting on you.
Previše si tvrdoglav, previše negativno nastrojen. Joj. Idemo vidjeti mogu li sa Ashley popričati. Ako ne možemo, to je to od ove epizode. Da, i moramo prodati sve one smećaste stvari. O, da.
Commander?
Your opinion on the last...
Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her mom not talking. They're family, right?
I think she's being straight with us. Or at least, I don't think she lies very often.
Yeah, she's probably really bad at it. Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
Do you have a few minutes to talk one-on-one?
I'm off duty until tomorrow. I was gonna have a small drink. Bit of a celebration. If you're interested.
Može,
I'm on duty. Have anything without alcohol?
You're always on duty, Shepherd. It's Armistice Day, when the first contact war ended. My family always marks it. Since I'm the only Williams aboard, I thought I'd ask you.
Seems like an odd thing to celebrate. That was 26 years ago.
In our family, it's not really a celebration, more like an obligation. Don't tell me you don't know about my family. My commanders always find out. It's not in my files or something?
There's almost nothing in your files. Technical scores and a list of crap assignments.
There's a reason for the crap assignments. I'm General Williams' granddaughter, the commander of the Shanxi garrison in the war. The only human ever to surrender to an alien race.
I see. That's why you drive yourself so hard.
A Williams has to be better than the best, if only to avoid suspicion. That's what my dad told me the night before he retired. Takes a special kind of thick-headed to march into a job where your family's blacklisted. I did it anyway. I'm not gonna let our name go down with Arnold and Quisling. Granddad deserved better than that.
What happened to your grandfather after the war?
He was relieved of command as soon as Shanxi was liberated. They brought him back to Earth in irons, but there was never a trial. They quietly demoted him and stuck him behind a desk. He retired a year later and spent the rest of his life working construction in the colonies. Sometimes we hear about attempts to get him exonerated in some official way. Nothing ever comes of him.
As I recall, your grandfather held out for a long time.
The Turians wrecked the orbitals in the first wave and occupied the major cities. They sat in orbit, dropping rocks on anything that moved. Granddad dispersed the troops, but when they went into the cities for supplies, the Turians would wreck a block to eliminate one fire team. Civilians were dying, his troops were starving, and he couldn't contact Alliance High Command. So he surrendered the garrison.
He refused to sacrifice his men just to save face for humanity. You planning to throw yourself on a sword to save face for him?
Would it make a difference? He's gone now. Dad's gone too. And who would it impress? I'll never be good enough for the Alliance. So now you know. Gonna kick me off the ship.
You're a valuable part of my crew, Williams. If I want an opinion from the head, I go to Alenko. When I want one from the heart, I go to you.
I also play a mean game of pool. But anyway, I've got things to do before we land. I'm sure you do too.
Da, kasnije ćemo opet popričati.
Sir.
Sa Ashley. Da, idemo vidjeti što imamo tu. Ako je sve smećasto, znači sva oružje prodajemo. Ha, čini se da ćemo sve na kraju prodat. Dobro. Assault rifle. Eto ga. 47.000 XP-a. Da, idemo prodati te gluposti. Eto ga. Ne, hoću prodat.
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Da, i onako nemam dovoljno love, tako da, ono, moram prodati te gluposti koje imam. Da, i oni ništa ne donose. Smeće, znači. Ma, ništa od toga. Bolje će to sve u omnigel pretvoriti. Smeće, znači. A ništa, idemo na most. I eto ga, to će biti to, znači, od epizode 10, u kojoj smo regrutirali Liaru Tsoni, koja će nam trebati za buduće misije. Pa da, i nju ću povesti kad budemo išli na Benaziju. Da. Jer eto, kao što sam rekao u jednoj od epizoda, volim da je kontroverzno, pod navodnicima. Čisto da vidimo kakav će dijalog biti. Pa da, kada se susretnu sa tim nekim bićima svojim. Pa da, eto, znači to će biti to od epizode 10 u igri Mass Effect. Hvala eto svima koji prate ovaj serijal i koji će pratiti ovaj serijal. Epizode će dolaziti svaka 2, 3, 4 dana. Zavisi kako kad. Trenutno idu isto svaka 2 dana. Ali da, tko zna, možda se to promijeni. Ali vidjet ćemo. Znači da, eto u idućoj epizodi onda idemo na Matriarch Benaziju. Na Noveriju. To je znači to od ove epizode. Epizode 10 u igri Mass Effect.